Well, hello there, everybody. How are you doing on this Saturday afternoon? I hope you are having a good day, and I hope that your week was a productive one and not a stressful one and all that kind of good stuff. I've got little Miss Salsa just staring me down. Goodness, little Miss, just looking at me so intently. And Chalupa is down at the bottom of the bed, just a hangout. The Walking Dead. I mean, big shocker right there, right? As if I never watched The Walking Dead. Seems like I always have it on. I just find it comforting. What can I say? And tomorrow is going to be the finale of Dead City season 2, and I'm looking forward to it. But then I don't have, like one of those favorite things that I love to watch anymore. It's like, oh, what is another show that I can, wait for it to come on the next week? I did watch everything of The Handmaid's Tale. And so now I'm looking forward to when the Testaments come out. And I'm always sad when a show just ends because I just want things to go on forever because it's just kind of like, a part of my life. What can I say? And so last night I was up, by the way, putting all this stuff together because I was thinking it didn't happen. I was up until 2 a.m. putting stuff together about this because I do want people to learn from my misfortune so that this doesn't happen to you. And if it does, that you know what to do. Hello there, Violet. How are you doing? I hope you are doing very well. And hello, Gage. Nice to see you. Always nice to see people in the chat. Salsa is still just looking at me. Goodness. I don't know what the deal is. It's just me, girl. It's just me. Do you want the fluffy blanket? Nobody's under the fluffy blanket right now. But I am leaning up against my heating pad. Do not have it on. Exciting news. I did find out that within my city, the world's expert on cervical dystonia exists here. And I have an appointment in September, or if I may have posted about it, I don't remember. But anyway, I have to wait until September. But I was really happy to find out, like, the person, and I guess anybody training under this person is, here right in my hometown, and hopefully I can get some help. And I've found a couple of resources online that other people who have dystonia too, like different forms of it. A lot of people with cervical, even though, I mean, really, it's not something that a lot of people have worldwide. About 60,000 people have it, so not a lot. Hey there, Queen. How are you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. And I'm glad that your video was reinstated. Those robots, I'm telling you, those robots, they're something else, something wild. So I will have someone, to go to who's an expert. I love my neurologist, but she's not an expert in this. She knows of dystonia, but she's not an expert in it. And my pain management doctor doesn't know anything about it. So, she's just dealing with it how she's always dealt with it. Goodness, did you guys hear that? That was Salsa. She's wanting to play right now. Hey there, little girl. Now she's crawling up in my arms. Can you get over here? Can you get over here, baby? Okay, are you going to crawl on top of me? Hey, DTI, how are you doing? How are you doing? Yes, I did say those robots. Queens had a video out on them, and that video got, they attacked it. They're trying to silence her, trying to silence anybody that talks about them, which there are some other things I do want to mention about them. Not in this stream, though, but, there are some things. And, I mean, I really would like to kind of talk about them more frequently. And I do want to say I apologize for being absent as long as I have been. It's just that I have had a lot going on at work, and I haven't had a lot of time to think about anything else, and just been in a lot of pain. I mean, that's the bottom line. Been in a lot of pain, and work has been a pain. And so by the time that I get off, I'm just done. And plus, I've been following the Diddy trial. Now, it's not like I can tell you blow by blow everything. And I will do a stream sometime talking about it because I do have some things to say. Um, so there you go. Um, yeah, exactly. Kick their butts. Good. I'm glad she kicked their butts because they need to have them kicked. Because, I mean, really, their little thing has been going on far too long, far too long. And there's just like way too many people in their little dream team. Here, I mean, it's no dream, it's more of a nightmare. So, anyway, today I'm going to talk to you about something called Malwarebytes. And what's funny is someone else who is in the scam world, which you may or may not know who this person is. His first name is Lynn. And let me see what is, because he did have, he did run something called Eagle Research Associates, but he did shut that down in 2020. Lyndell Eddington, that's his name. And so I emailed him about this because I remembered he had wrote to me and he told me that he had used this service. So I let him know what was going on. And he's like, oh, I'm not going to use them anymore because, things used to be really great. And I'm like, not so great anymore because they're, in violation of things. Only 60,000 people who have the condition, right? It is exactly. It's highly specialized, highly specialized. So, that's why I'm not surprised that my pain doctor doesn't really know what to do about it. I mean, 60,000 people. I'm one of the lucky ones. What can I say? What can I say? Just so lucky. Not. But anyway, that's why I want to talk to you guys about Malwarebytes and what happened, because if anything like this happens to you, you're going to know what to do. So I'm going to go ahead and I uploaded my entire little presentation. I have all my little notes that I have on my other screen. So, if I'm a little bit back and forth, that's why. So yeah, this is Malwarebytes Auto Renewal Expose, how a trusted name in tech build without consent. Which, you're just not supposed to do that. You're just not. So what happened? Well, Malwarebytes charged my new debit card. New is the operative word. See, I have this habit of somehow misplacing my debit card and then needing to reorder it. Just it just happens and kind of regularly. And so that's why I know they did not have this debit card, because I did not have it at the time when I did get this service. And I don't remember it, but it looked like something okay, it can do a whole lot of things for me. And I'm not going to go into what it could do, blah, 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 because I don't want anybody to get it, because I don't want this to happen to you with what happened to me. So I know that they never were given this card number because I didn't give it to them. And I also don't ever remember agreeing to any auto renew. And also, if you are on anything that is on an auto renew, you are supposed to be notified, but I'll get into that later. But I did receive this email that I had renewed. But like I said, I didn't get the email about, hey, the renewal's coming up. It's coming up. And like I said, that's something they're supposed to do. So I tried to resolve you about things in the story time. So what I did was I looked up their phone number. Thanks, Google. And I was told that I needed to call a different phone number. And when I called it, you're given two options. And you're given option 1 and option 2. Now, I don't remember what both of these things were. One was sales, and another one is something else. And I don't, like I said, I can't remember what it is. Like, I remembered it the other day, and now I don't remember. Maybe I wrote it down on my desk, but I don't have that here with me. So anyway, I chose the one that was not sales. And when I did that, it kind of like sent me back. It told me to go somewhere so I don't get to speak to a human. This is basically doing me no good. So I'm like, interesting. So I called back, and they're like, oh, you need to do sales. I'm like, why would I do sales? I'm not purchasing anything. Oh, they do billing too. So I called the number back, and I pressed that option to get sales. Well, I'm referred back to the website. It's like, okay, like what in the actual is going on here? It's like, why am I not getting a human? So I call back, and I'm heated at this time, because it's like, I'm really flipping annoyed. What is going on? And then they act all surprised that I'm saying that I want a refund. Well, I've been saying all along I wanted a refund. New news, but they acted as if this was brand new news. Given another phone number. So I called it. Well, it didn't go through. It said it was not allocated. So I couldn't get anywhere. I'm like, oh, lovely. So this really seems like a huge scam to me. So I called back again. And I'm told that I'm rude and that I just need to call my bank because, I can get a refund through my bank because I have 30 days. Aren't you supposed to be able to work that out with the merchant? You should be able to work it out and be like, yo, what up with this? Right on passive, write this down. So what happened? How is it that they got my card and I didn't give it to them? You might be wondering about that. Like, what is up with that? Well, some companies use what's called an account updater. What's an account updater, you might ask? Well, an account updater is a service that shares your new card information with companies you used before, and often without your knowledge. Isn't that lovely? Kind of sketch if you ask me. So, for example, like I said, I'm notorious for misplacing my debit card. And sometimes I trick myself and, so much that I need to have that replacement, like I told you. And if you are like me, you probably have some subscriptions linked to a specific card, be it a debit card, be it a credit card. And if you misplace or lose that card, you got to get a new one. And I'm betting if you do not hop online and start changing all your subscriptions lickety split, like as soon as you get that new card, right? People just don't do that. You're not like, oh, better update Netflix. Oh, better do, people don't do that. I mean, and if you do, yay for you. I mean, I'm so proud of you, but that's not me. And I don't think it's most people. So you may have found in the past that, or maybe in the future, one of your subscription services that you use continues to charge for the service, even when you change the card number and they don't know about it. And if that happens, they're probably using this service to that new card's information. And then you can go on and enjoying their fabulous or not so fabulous service. And I was not enjoying a not so fabulous service, considering I was very pissed off by the time all of this was, going on. Okay. So here are some examples of account updaters. Credit card networks, use them. There's the Visa account updater, BAU, MasterCard automatic billing updater, ABU, Amex card refresher, Discover global network account updater. So now you all know that these things exist. And these systems are used by merchants to automatically update your credit card information on file. But there's some concerns with these systems, as I'm sure you figured that out before I even told you, right? So those concerns are automatic charges, data privacy, and reduced financial literacy. So let's go over those, each one briefly. Automatic charges. Some consumers report being charged by companies even after canceling their cards because the updater services provided the new card information. This can be particularly frustrating when dealing with companies like gyms that make it difficult to cancel services. A new card like that from a different bank, or just it's from the same. It was from the same bank with a new card number, so they got that information without me giving that to them. In terms of data privacy, these services transmit payment information to multiple parties, potentially increasing the risk of a data breach or misuse. Some feel this prioritizes corporate interests over consumer privacy. And reduced financial literacy, the automation of account updates can make consumers less aware of how their payment information is being used, potentially leading to financial illiteracy and making it harder to exercise their rights or opt out. See, are you guys learning something now? Am I teaching you? And there's a rule by the FTC. The FTC requires clear consent for recurring charges and simple cancellation. Companies must disclose auto renewal policies. Okay, and there's this thing called negative option billing. According to the FTC, you must be clearly informed when you're being enrolled in a recurring billing. The company must get your affirmative consent, opt in, not opt out. You must receive a confirmation with terms of the recurring charge. Cancellation must be at least as easy as signing up. The FTC calls this negative option billing, and deceptive use of it is illegal. And I put the website address down here. So if you want to get a screenshot of this to make sure that you have that, URL, go for it. And I'll give you just a minute in case you want to do that. Oh, skipping on ahead. So like I said, companies must notify you clearly before the renewal occurs, meaning you get an email or something, some sort of communication, and it must include what the amount is that they're going to charge you, the renewal date, and how to cancel. You must receive this information. Without this notice, that's when it is the fail to obtain affirmative consent. And that's what makes it a deceptive billing practice. So then I wanted to give you guys a few options that are ethical alternatives to. These are some ones that you may want to use. And actually, when I was speaking to Lynn earlier, in email, he actually uses this last one down here, this Sophos Home. He uses that. Hey, Sweet Goth, how are you doing, my love? And so there's Byte Defender, ESET, NOD 32. Windows Defender, and Sophos Home. And we're going to go over each of those so that you know like what each of them have. And then I'll kind of show you like a little comparison across the board so you can see that as well. And again, if you want to take screenshots of this stuff so you have it, knock yourself out. Okay, Byte Defender. It's an antivirus plus total security. I mean, you know, this paid service, and you can use it on Windows, on Mac operating systems, on Android, and on iOS. Total security. What it offers: real-time protection from viruses, malware, ransomware, and spyware. Web protection blocks malicious websites and phishing links. Anti-tracker and VPN, limited VPN and antivirus plus, full and premium security. So that must be, because I haven't looked up like the different packages, so it must be the different packages for it. It does include a firewall for the microphone and webcam protection in the higher tiers. And there's also multi-device support in total security and up. And again, that is like, you know, the whole tier thing. It is lightweight and high performance at the top in AV tests. It's best for users who want full featured protection across devices with privacy extras. And this is one that I may be getting. And next we have the, and it may be pronounced, I'm saying EST NOD 32. There may be some other funky way to pronounce this. I don't know. And it is paid. And it is for Windows, Linux, and also there is a Mac version of it as well, but it has limited features. And it offers excellent heuristic detection, great against unknown threats, very lightweight, ideal for older systems or development environments. There's anti-phishing and device control, USB scanning, and webcam protection. Minimal system impact is a favorite among gamers and programmers. No bloat or pushy upsells. Best for tech-savvy users, developers, or those wanting minimal interference and high detection rates. And next is Windows Defender. Windows Defender is free. It is built into Windows 10 and 11. It offers good baseline protection with real-time virus and malware scanning, cloud-based protection for faster threat detection, controlled folder access for ransomware protection, firewall integration and system performance tools, built-in Windows Security Center dashboard, no upsells, ads, or subscriptions. Best for everyday users on Windows who don't want to install third-party software. And the last one. Sophos Home, free and paid. And it is for Windows and for Mac OS. And it offers enterprise-grade protection adapted for home use. Remote management dashboard where you can monitor and manage multiple devices. AI-based real-time threat detection. Web filtering, parental controls, privacy protection. Free version is limited, but premium includes ransomware protection, banking security, and more. Best for families or users managing multiple computers remotely. Great for home offices or those who want simple, powerful control. And now we're going to look at that side-by-side comparison. Okay, so I also have the prices too. So for the base price for Biodefender, it's around like $40 a year for 5 devices. For the EST NOD 32, it's around $50 for one device. Windows Defender is free. Sophos Home, the premium edition, it's around $45, and that is for 10 devices. And then you can see, you might want to take a screenshot of this one too, so you can see how they all compare to each other. I thought that would be helpful for you guys. I'm not going to read through each of these things again. You can see yourself how they all kind of like compare to each other. Okay. Now I'm going to go over some to avoid. Norton, McAfee, and Avast or AVG. And why, you ask? We'll go over that. So Norton or Norton LifeLock, key issues. Bundled bloatware, installs extra tools, browser extensions, VPN without clear consent. Aggressive upselling, constant prompts to upgrade or buy, additional features. Deceptive billing, difficult cancellation process, automatic renewal without sufficient notice. High renewal prices without upfront disclosure. Controversial crypto mining feature. Norton once shipped a built-in crypto miner to users without clear opt-in, raising huge privacy and ethics concerns. Sources of concern come from community backlash on Reddit and Trustpilot, FTC complaints about auto renewal practices, consumer advocacy articles flagging its deception renewal pricing. See, you guys are learning a lot today, right? And McAfee. The key issues with it: heavy system impact, known for slowing down systems, especially on startup. Aggressive marketing, tries to remain installed even after users attempt to uninstall it. Unwanted pop-ups, frequent nagware and scare tactics. Renewal billing complaints. Many users report being charged for renewals after cancellation. Refund requests are often denied or delayed. Pre-installed on new PCs, often part of a paid OEM deal, not user choice. Sources of concern: negative reviews across Amazon, Reddit, and PC forums. Past class action lawsuits and regulatory complaints regarding billing and privacy practices. And now, Avast, AVG, I'm not sure if I'm saying it correctly, but I'm really not that worried about it. So the key issues are user data sold to third parties. In 2020, it was exposed that Avast harvested users' browsing histories via browser extensions and sold them through a subsidiary, JumpShot. This included de-anonymized data, meaning users could potentially be identified. For disclosure, the data clearly explained. Major browsers removed Avast extensions from their stores. Push interface like Norton, AVG, Avast constantly upsell you with "you're not fully protected" messaging, even when you are. Sources of concern: PC Magazine on Avast data scandal, Mozilla and Chrome pulling their browser extensions, ethical concerns raised by cybersecurity experts and former users. And now, how to protect yourself. Turn off auto renew. So anytime that you sign up for any of these things, turn off auto renew. Opt out of account updater. Check bank statements. And use virtual cards. Not an expert. I'm just here bringing you a message. All right. And then this again, there's a summary for you guys. If you want to get a screenshot of that has the program, the main concern, and why it matters. So all of these I would avoid. And now this is my dispute process, okay? So I filed with the FTC. I did find that with the Better Business Bureau, there's a scam tracker, and some, I think in my presentation, I do have that. I'm also going to be filing with the FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center, IC3, my local police department, notify my state's attorney general with you guys. And I'm also filing a claim with the bank, and I'm asking for it to be escalated. Oh, I already put up sharing it here on YouTube. So social media, well, I did it twice. What can I say? It was 2 o'clock in the morning. Get over it, you know? Okay, and then I wanted you guys to see this because I didn't know this. I hadn't come across this before, that you can report a scam and look up a scam. And I did put the URL down here for you guys. If you don't have it, here you go. It might be something that, you know, worth keeping track of. So you can look up things. I know I will. If it does happen, ensure your bank has insurance for stop payments. We had to do something with that. That's not a thing through the FDIC. Each account is insured $250,000. Each individual account. So that maybe that is in other countries. I don't know. Okay. So I wanted to show you guys that originally, this is what I paid, $129.89. This is what I was charged, and this is what came out of my account from them without, you know, without my authority. This is what was taken out. It's interesting how they just jack up the price too, isn't it? It's like no reason really to do that, considering on their website, look, they offer it for $119.99. Isn't that interesting that they offer it at a lower price? Okay, so this is the email. This is something that was within the, when I logged in, it was like, success, your subscription, blah, 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 blah. And then it gives like your debit card was used, and it shows me like all of this, and then view details. And then I did, and this is what it showed. And it has the invoice date on June 18th. And I did go and I looked in my email. There was nothing about any of this before June 18th. And I went in and I turned off the auto renewal. So you can see that this is inactive, which, you know, like proves like I did not want that on. It gives more credit to it. And now an interesting thing. So I go and I look today and it says that I have no active subscription. Nothing can be found. Isn't that interesting? And then also when I looked, it was like there was only 2 of them offered here, 2 different, and the site looked different. Like, isn't that interesting? And then I wanted, this is kind of basic letter you can send if something, excuse me, if something like this happens to you. Just so that you have it. If you want to take a screenshot of it, take a screenshot of it. And somewhere, I'm going to have to see if I have it still pulled up. There's a lot of complaints on them too. So, oh, I don't have this one. There it is. Help others avoid this trap. Like, comment, and subscribe. There you go. And let me see if I still have it pulled up. Yes, I do. Okay. And where are all the complaints? Can I get to those complaints? Because it's interesting because I'm not always able to get to the complaints sometimes. It's just strange. Let me see if I look it up again. Is it here? Give me a moment. Dang it, now I'm not finding it. Let's see. Let me see if there's reviews. There was somewhere that I saw something. And people were not so very happy with them. Okay, here I finally found something that says complaints. No, that's not it. Dang it. There is a Malwarebytes forum too. I didn't go and look at everything on there. Dang it, I know that I found stuff and now I can't find it. Okay, let's see. Wow, I can't seem to get to them. Let's see if I put in. Sorry, guys, I thought I had this all pulled up for you guys. And now I can't find what I'm looking for. Talk amongst yourselves, entertain yourselves. Okay. How do I speak to a human? Well, that would be a really good thing if, you look up the phone number and you could actually, gee, talk to someone. All right, I found stuff on Trustpilot. And let me other screen. Give me a second here. Have you guys, have you heard of Malwarebytes before now? Okay, so, oh, this was 12 hours ago. I won't be renewing this, and I'm looking for a new provider. I had Malwarebytes account for a few years through my banking. That came to an end, and I was offered a discounted price to continue. Okay, now I can't even read all of it. Okay. To continue, what I didn't realize is the offer only includes one device. Here I am with a laptop, desktop, and tablet. The old account over 10. That's one thing. This was June 13th. I've had Malwarebytes before and had no complaints, so I'm pretty angry right now to learn that the upgrade I thought and was promised to protect 3 services was a lie. Well, that's pretty bad. To learn the upgrade I thought and response to 3 was a lie. I have only been granted a single license. I love Malwarebytes, but for what reason? Well, not only may it show where data is leaked, blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, so you're happy with it. I don't care about people who are happy with it. There seems to be a lot of 5-star reviews there. Let's see what else. They take even when you have canceled it and do not get on customer service, do not get back to you. So I'm just under 30 pounds out of pocket, scammers. And that was June 17th. Lifetime license stolen. Wow. Okay. I purchased Malwarebytes Pro in 2014 with a special offer. Lifetime license never expired in June 2025. Malwarebytes canceled my subscription, deleted my access key, and downgraded my subscription to basic level. At the same time, sending me offers for upgrade for the price. After 23 emails with customer service, absolutely nothing was resolved. They just wasted a lot of my time. On the second computer every year, I was buying Malwarebytes Pro subscription. In June, 1 month before my subscription expiration date, they downgraded my purchase Pro to basic level and offered me upgrade version I need to pay for. I don't know who owns Malwarebytes today, since this information is hidden. But when you owners of Malwarebytes lack of basic decency to honor my lifetime subscription, that is proof that they can do anything else, so they can't be trusted. I've already removed Malwarebytes from both my computers. Wow. So this one is another ripoff, and this is, when was this? June of this year. June of this year. Gives third-party access to my phone. Software is a pain. Stole money from me. Oh, gee, I know that feeling. Used the free version for months. Someone recently stole bank card information off of my computer and signed me up for the most expensive subscription. And even disputing the charge and almost calling law enforcement, they made sure all they covered and had policies that they could use against me to keep the stolen money. This program and company are way worse than any virus they could fix. This is the problem that I experienced. Can't talk with a live person because of all that run around that I got. I don't know if they've sponsored YouTube videos or not. That's something to be on the lookout for. There are a couple of people who have reviewed them and like we're recommending them, and I'm like, oh no, don't recommend. Do not recommend. So I'm kind of wondering if they were okay at one point. Something happened and that changed. You know, that's what I'm kind of wondering. I really wish I could find this stuff in on Better Business Bureau, though. I'm still looking for that. I may not be able to find it. I mean, good night. I was looking at all kinds of stuff last night. And I really thought that, I had so much more stuff than it seemed like I had so much more to tell you. But it took me a long time to put all of that together. But I think, that pretty much sums up everything. Don't use the service. And also look for anything if they're going to use that, what is it called? Now I'm going to forget. Let me go back and look at the account updater. Is there a way to, let me look that up, to okay, so to opt out of the Visa, so it looks like that you're probably going to need to contact each of these servicers to get out of the account updater. Okay, let's see. So what you need to do is contact your bank or card issuer, request to opt out of the Visa account updater service. Provide necessary account details for verification. So that's what you would need to do for each of those. And I can share with you guys again what all of those services are if you don't have them memorized. A lot of people promote it on YouTube. Well, now you know not to. That they're promoting something that's scammy. Unfortunately. So there they are. In case you did not take a screenshot of these are the ones that you may need to contact your card and something like this happening. Because you guys probably didn't know that these even existed, right? And when you don't know they exist, you can't opt out of them. Well, guys, that's what I had for you today. I just want to say thank you for being here. I am going to have another one from something else that I'm dealing with, which, by the way, I did call my bank today and report this, and they're telling me I need to do it, report it myself online. And it's like, okay, I'm following the stuff online, and when I'm following through it, it's like, okay, you tell me now to call the fraud department. I call the fraud department, and they tell me to do something back online. So I'm going to have to call them again. But I just didn't have the patience to deal with it again today. But I will. I will be taking care of it. It's a pain to always deal with these things when, you got an adult. Because I know I don't. But to take care of your shit, you got to. And you're right, Violet. It is frustrating. So do be on the lookout for this other thing that I am going to be sharing with you. And if, you do have done this, you may need to be on the lookout for something like this happening to you too. Or if you have used something like this, it may be something you can get money back from. Anyway, I am going to get down on the go-go. I want to say thank you so much for being here. Don't forget you're beautiful and I love you. And Chalupa and Salsa say goodbye too. Have a good one, everybody. Mwah. Love you bunches. Bye now.